Howdy everybody and welcome to another video with us. I'm Nick, this is London Creative and this is Tora of
Tora Valentine.
Tora Valentine. We did have a dog but she's running around like a nutcase and you'll see her in the outtakes probably. About a month ago we did a video where we crossed Run BTS with Bob Ross, where I sat down and watched a video of Bob Ross play and then tried to describe it to Tora and she tried to paint it. There was a few problems with it. Number one, the camera was set up in the wrong place. The second camera stopped working halfway through. The lights were set up in the wrong place and gave a lens flare. And also, Tora's not very versed in the style and lore of Bob Ross. So she didn't quite understand what I was describing. So when I said paint crisscrosses in the corner, she painted crosses in the corner. It just didn't work. So we decided we were going to try and do it again. And we'd established that we were going to do this today. And then last night, Jansen Media, the company that owns Joy of Painting and all rights to Bob Ross, made a copyright claim on the video that I'd uploaded and blocked it from being viewed in the UK, Australia, the Faroe Islands, but not America or anywhere else. It turns out they're the places that the video has been viewed, so they just blocked it from anyone viewing it. Because I put up 21 seconds worth of video at one point, about 20 minutes into the video. You can use 20 seconds of video, and I used 21. And because of that, they blocked me from broadcasting that video. So we've also established 15 seconds of it run through a 60 times speed, watched through, so I've got an idea where it goes. And then I play it at double speed with no sound and then describe what I'm looking at to Tora and she will then paint it on the canvas there. Yeah? With us? That makes sense? What are we waiting for? Okay, we're set up. We have the paints laid out like this. The canvas has a thin coat of liquid white and we are ready. Are we ready? Okay, I'm watching this through full speed. You ready?
Yep.
Set? Okay, we start. Paint something, canvas is set up, you've got probably a 2-inch brush. You need some red and some ochre.
Okay, which red?
Darker red. Try and fill the brush up. Very sort of sandy colour, pinky sandy colour, yeah? Now, we establish crisscross strokes with the brush, yes? Like this. Across the top.
How far down?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Across the top of the painting.
Like noughts and crosses.
Blend it, really push it into the brush and...
Does it want to be flat at the bottom?
No, it just wants to be, it's sky of some sort, isn't it? And then where that gets to there, just sort of blend it, long sweeping crisscross like strokes.
What, at the bottom?
It's still swish-washy, but just very light. No, not water. It's still swish-washy, but just very light. You're not looking like that. You're not looking like that. Then he's adding in some brown.
Okay.
Yeah. On the right-hand side where you've painted, in the middle of where the paint is.
In the middle of the canvas?
No, where the paint is.
Okay.
Listen, from the top, just in from the right-hand edge, about halfway between the middle and the end, start to paint what you're going to, I'm assuming is going to be clouds. So you want little swirly, so I'm guessing he's making the bottom of a cloud. He's blending. He's blended around to make a kind of, at the moment it looks like a bird's wing, kind of doing that. Or that at least. Like that, sort of, like that shape. He's blended around to make a kind of, I guess, a cloud. Okay.
Yep.
Now, on the left-hand side, maybe 3-4 inches down the canvas, he's sort of dabbing in and dragging down like just, you know when you get those clouds that they go in a line?
Yep.
You just got to do that.
How far across?
I don't know yet. He's dabbing, he's doing another line underneath. With another brush, a clean brush, same sort of size, this is going to be soften off the edges of the cloud. So with the continuous small circular
Which one?
blend out the bottom of,
In the same sort of circular?
same small circle punching into a thing. Just very quickly and very loosely, trying to blend it out so it makes it more like a ball, more like curly. Blend it out on the bottom. And then the stripy line on the left, you want to sort of do the sweepy backwards and forwards like you're painting water sort of thing. Okay, now, so back to the brush you had at first. Towards the bottom of where you've painted, do another cloud. The stripy line was the cloud in the background, and then you're just going to paint another cloud over the top. But you're going to do swirly, curly, twisty, poofy cloud, but really quick and soft. Don't go into details sort of thing. Okay. Blendy, blendy, blendy. Okay, you need a palette knife. I think it's going to be a lot of palette knife.
Oh, great.
You're going to take some black, and he's going to add some red.
So it's like a really dark brown?
Yes. Put the palette knife on it and drag slightly diagonally, so you end up with a small roll of paint on the back of the palette knife. Now, in the centre, over the top of the sky that you've painted.
Over the top?
Over the top, but not all the way up, just at the bottom of where the clouds are painted. Yeah, in the centre, you're going to start painting a mountain. You're going to drag up and down.
All the way across?
So you're doing little triangles.
Like whereabouts?
In the centre.
In the centre.
You want to sort of go up and then down and dragging. So you want to go up and down for a little triangle, and then over the top of where you finished, bring another peak. And then once you've done that, you can extend the first mountain down to the right.
I'm confused. Do you want me to do another one next to it?
You just do like, you're doing like so like
okay.
three.
So in the same level, or like
same sort of level, doesn't have to be exact, and they don't have to be pointy mountains. They don't have to be pointy peaks. They can be. Most mountains aren't pointy at the top. Don't fuss on it. Just sort of go slap. And then once you've done that, you can extend the first mountain down to the right. Then on the right hand side, angle down and create the side of a mountain a bit steeper.
I'm just making the triangles. I think I've made it too small.
Well, then paint over the top of it. Just paint it again.
Like they're only about that big.
Yeah, make them like that big. Just paint over the top of them. You're going to drag one down to the right hand side towards sort of the edge of the sky, and it's going to sweep round and then rise up into another little. And then on the left hand side,
I haven't done the one on the right yet.
Get the soft 2-inch brush. You want to follow the contour of the shape of the right hand mountain.
Yeah.
You want to drag down and wait. What you're going to do is soften the edge of it. So you're going to sweep it down, and so you're going down like a diagonal, down and round sort of thing. You're going to soften the edges. Blend sideways, so you're coming down, so you're making mountains run down like this. So you should end up looking something that looks like a mountain range. There'll be dark bits, there'll be light bits. Okay, and then just blend a lot of the way down, quite a way down, 3/4 of the way down the thing. Just blend really vigorously, drag some of that paint that's up there down.
I like it so far.
Yeah.
Probably just nothing even.
I think it's the painting I always want.
Okay. Okay.
You'll need some white and some of that sandy sky colour that you had. Okay. On the right hand side of the mountain, you're going to establish light. The sun is coming from the right hand side. So on the right hand side of the mountain, you're going to follow the contour and the shape of the mountain you painted and drag down lightly. Don't put any pressure on the paint on the palette knife. Let the palette knife just about touch the paint and drag down. So you're going to create a line that goes down and fades. He's mixing some blue and white to make a sort of an icy blue. You can paint on the mountain, and then in a minute when you paint the dark side, you can paint over that and take most of that away, so don't be too detailed. And the mountains that you just did, you want to paint the dark side of it. Now he's got maybe a bit of black and blue. Follow the contour round of the left hand side and just drag shape around there and sweep it down a little. With the soft brush, you want to create, you're going to go for a mist. Imagine you're painting mists, you're flicking the paintbrush up around the base. All of the greyness at the bottom, where it meets the grey, you want to try and blend the two together. Soften.
I don't have any paint here though.
You're not. This is why I said drag the palette knife down. You end up with snow going down.
How far was it supposed to go down?
About halfway.
Ah. Yeah, no, I didn't do it.
I was
that
saying, put the palette knife on the
Yeah,
mounting
I
and then
pulled
just drag
it
it down,
down.
just drop it down. So
I pulled it down, but I didn't pull it down like.
maybe establish another set of mountings in front. Then, if you've not got very much paint there, you might want to do another mounting in front with a crisper edge.
Yeah, okay. I'll just
establish. I think we established Tora paints very small pictures.
I do.
The main mountain in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
he's making it come more towards the camera, so he's making
Right at the front.
at the front.
So I can
Right.
make that more,
You can
like,
bring it
down a bit
Yeah,
more.
and then when it comes down towards the bottom, instead of it being sort of cliff-like and sharp, it runs out into. Imagine it being like you'd ski down it. You know, if you'd come down it, you come down the thing, you ski down the steep sides, and then after a while it starts to fade out. So you should have bits of rock.
I've never been. Hang on. What's new? So this is entirely for this time.
He's got a 2-inch brush and he's dabbed the paintbrush into it, and he's dabbing into the canvas all the way along, making a ridge underneath.
Okay, what colours?
Black, blue, red and white. He's taken a 2-inch brush. I think he's creating like foothills. You're just going to paint a ridge line, paint backwards and forwards. It doesn't have to be exact.
In a line?
A horizontal line. It doesn't have to be exact, but just dab into the canvas. Dab, dab.
Oh.
Once you've got that ridge, soften it by billowing, bashing it backwards and forwards.
Downward or?
Downwards towards the horizon. Down towards you.
Drag it like that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Backwards and forwards.
To the end?
To the bottom. Just let it fade out. It's just a flat foothill. It's a plateau. Take a fan brush. Okay.
Ah, no, sorry, I had a fan brush.
I thought I had one.
Yeah.
Fill the fan brush up. Really dab through it. Really fill the brush up with paint. Above what you've just painted the foothill, above that you're going to paint a tree. So you're going to draw a line down. So you don't want to go above the line of the cliffs, but you want to go up into where the cliffs are. You're going to draw a line down, like 3 dabs. You're going to paint a fir tree, Christmas tree. That way, yeah? Go ba 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 ba. From the top you do very small dabs, one side, then the other, then the other side, and the other side, and you get longer and longer and wider as you go down. They don't have to be exact, and it kind of just does.
It's quite pale though.
It will be, it's fine.
Okay.
And then you're going to do the same again with another one. You're going to paint the top of the tree just to the side of it.
Where?
Just to the side of it. Outside.
Okay.
White and blue mixed together, and going to create some highlights for the trees. Just over the top of the trees you just painted, repeat the same action you just did. Take a thin brush, and you're going to draw a sticky dead tree.
Where?
To the right of the trees you just did, bit of a gap, so it's standing alone. Draw a line down, a bit of a wall, doesn't have to be perfectly straight, and then just draw flicks of branches coming up from the trunk and out, just little bits, not big. Okay, 2-inch or bigger, a big brush. Big brush, there's a big brush there. Big brush, just some white. Dab it in, fill the brush up a little bit, yeah. On the right hand side of the foothill you painted, you're going to drag across to create like a snowdrift. So you're just going to draw a sweeping line across.
All the way across.
It doesn't have to go to the end of the canvas. From the bottom, from the foothill you just painted. Did you paint the foothill all the way to the very edge?
No.
Right, from the edge of the foothill,
Yeah.
drag it that way. Just make it white. Blend it like that so you end up with like a snowy, drifty plane in the front. You can come all the way down. You're going to mix up some black, dark red and blue. If you think you've got enough, double it.
It doesn't really look like a tree, it just looks like a bunch of smudges. But okay.
Okay, so you're going to paint another big smudge on the right hand side. This is the big old tree. Right hand side, to the right of the mountain trunk, you're going to paint the fan brush down this way, and you're going to go boom, 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 pushing it into the canvas so it spreads a bit, so you end up with like a quite a thick trunk. This is a big old tree.
All the way down?
Down into the snow.
There's still nothing here.
No, there's nothing
here. Okay.
From the very top all the way down into the drifts of snow. All the way down, yeah? And then do another one to the side of it. Go on.
As tall?
Just a bit shorter.
How much space?
That's down to you. Right, you're going to paint more fir trees, and you're going to push into the canvas and let it drop and pull it down. And you're going small, one side, then the other, one side, then the other, one side, then the other, one side, all the way down, getting wider and bigger and more vigorous as you go down. And from the very top corner What brush you going to use? No, the 1 inch brush. Seriously, this corner. You're going to do the same thing, but
Here.
left hand side, literally on the left hand edge.
So all the way to the top.
Where the bottom of the tree is, to make it look like it's grounded, just drag the bottom of the tree away into the white. Just sweep it so it looks like there's snow building up underneath it. Just so it's blending, so it's grounded, so it doesn't look like it's just stuck up there. If you've got space, where there's
I've
space.
got tons of space down here.
Okay, there's pretty much a gap in between. There's nothing in the middle of the picture.
Okay.
Bottom right and left hand corner, you're just making little muddy banks.
There's like space all at the bottom though.
Painted?
No. That's what I said. You said leave that much of a
Yeah,
gap at the
no,
bottom.
I don't know what to do. There's nothing on this picture.
Oh.
There's nothing there. It's just blank. Just do some more of those little tufts of bankland sort of thing. Just go boop, 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 like that, and then make it wispy, make it softer. So it's almost like you're doing water. Drag down and sweep across. Just blend it out. Okay. So.
He doesn't look anything like it already.
Ready? Do this 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It looks like that.
So I said the fan brushy thing, when I was trying to do what you were saying, it was way too thick. It was just making everything blobby.
Okay. Well, there's Tora's version. You happy with it?
No. I liked it when it was just the mountains, the really dark mountains.
Okay.
It worked.
And stop. This the art and don't see. Now you just ruined it. Why are you painting?
I'm fixing it.
You're not fixing it. You're adding to it and making a mess. Leave it. Right. While she does that, messes around with her picture and ruins it. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this.
Possibly ruin it any more than it was.
Well, yes, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, share it with somebody, and if you're not already, and you should be, please click subscribe and come back each Sunday for something different, something in London, being creative. Until then, bye! The random video in this with him talking to a bird.
Have you got the bird as a prop?
I've got Sasha.
I'm sure Smoker will be in.
Blendy, blendy, blendy. Just boom, boom, boom. Ba, 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 ba. You go boom, 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 boom. You just go boom, 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 all the way down so that it's the white brush, the brush you had. Yeah. Howdy everybody and welcome to another video with me. I'm Nick. This is London Creative. That's a dog. And that is Tora of
Tora Valentine.
We decided that we were going to do it again. Attention seeking dog. Jensen Media, the company that as ever, upstaged by a dog. Sit. Stop punching. Stop. Sit forward. No. Oh, so low. You're destroying the sofa. Howdy everybody and welcome to another video with us. We've got the entire gang now because Looney Tunes dog has arrived. I'm Nick. This is London Creative. This is Solo the dog. And this is Tora of
Tora Valentine.
We'll link up there. And oh, so low.
Hi.
Sit still.
Breathe. Ow.
No.